Hello, everyone. I am your lore keeper, Trevor. Welcome back to the Lore Keeper Show. This is, of course, the final episode of How Kingdoms Fall, our uh, kind of one-shot campaign mix that we are doing, where I decided to take some of the people on this channel down the road of the highest level they can be on D&D, or at least in the D&D world, and then fight against powerful monsters. Um, our final episode is with yet another brand new cast member to add to our channel. Would you like to introduce yourself with name and pronouns?
Hello, I'm Lydia. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah. Your idea, in my opinion, when you gave me your idea for your kingdom, in my opinion, it was the most creative that we had this particular season. Um, if you want to explain a little bit about how your kingdom works.
Um, so my kingdom, I actually based it off a movie I watched. Is basically a forgotten kingdom surrounded by a mysterious grayish silverish mist that sort of takes people depending on who it is and if they are a sacrifice to the kingdom or not. And it's very hard for people to find this place, so it's kind of run down because they can't get much trade due to being hard to maneuver around.
Yes. Um, with that, as you said, you're enshrouded by this dark mist. And one of the other things that I'll point out is that as these clouds, they're believed to be the reason that you guys are so short on supplies. However, you as like a royal, you do have supplies because
Mhm.
you're royalty, and so therefore you're going to be given more supplies than everyone else is. Um, with this added supplies, you know, the kingdom does sometimes know, and so sometimes there will be some mild riots against the kingdom, but nothing too grand that you've noticed. Um,
Mhm.
I will say the biggest thing that you have noticed over the years as you've kept your power and all of that stuff, you've noticed that the mist does move in sort of closer every year. Which is, not ideal. Um,
Definitely.
and so basically what it seems like is happening is that the mist, it started out pretty far from the kingdom, and it's kind of started to get closer and closer. You have also probably heard like the occasional rumors of, oh, there have been people gone missing from the docks, like people have been taken from the docks. Um, and you sometimes shove it off. You also sometimes, you try to give as much as you can, without also starving yourself. Um, and as time's gone on, you've also heard the rumor that, because of your silver hair, you are sort of like immune in a sense, to the
Mhm.
curse that is around. But you don't really believe those stories because you don't really think that you are immune. You've definitely lost soldiers to this mysterious mist before. Um, but you don't really know what the mist actually is, whether it's like if there's a monster in there or if it's just like if there's someone that's creating this mist, if there's just, you know, you don't really know. Um what would an average day for you look like?
Hmm. I'd say since the mist is moving closer, monitoring moder oh my god, monitoring
Mhm.
how close it's gotten and basically the statistics of how much it's moving in every single year and trying to find ways to push it back as
Okay.
well as trying to give as much away to people as I can without hurting myself.
Yeah, I would say if you're monitoring the mist, I would ask you to give me a nature check.
Okay.
And since you've lived here for a long time, I would say you can do with advantage, which if you forget what that means, you can roll 2d20 and use the higher one.
Okay. 1 second. D&D Beyond is being a pain. Okay, so
Of course.
15. I got 15.
15. All right. Yeah. So, the mist seems to be moving about 70 feet. Like, so it's basically a circle kind of thing.
Mhm.
And it moves 70 feet as a collective inward each year. It started out
Mhm.
pretty far from the kingdom. In fact, it might have, like, if you, like, look out in, like, in the real world, it probably touched some of the other kingdoms in a sense, though it was never mentioned in any of the other campaigns because, or the other episodes, because technically speaking, these all happen at different times. Um,
Mhm.
Either way, this mist kind of has been moving in, and each year kind of it started out probably only moving about like 10 feet each year, but now it's moving at a more higher rate of 70 feet per
Okay,
year.
well that's troublesome.
Yeah, and in fact, like you do remember that there is definitely a part of your kingdom that is like captured by the mist at this point. So like
Mhm.
some of like the edge of the kingdom people can't really get to anymore.
That is
Um
very concerning.
yes. Yeah, you notice that, and then you're able to give out the food that you normally give to the people, and then you see there's this tiefling guard that walks in. You're in like the throne room, kind of like there's another guard that's helping you sort some of the food. Um and then the tiefling guard walks in and kind of just bows and then looks at you. Um well, uh your liege, there has been another development. Um we have found that people near the entirety of the docks have been damaged severely.
Mm, that is quite troublesome. Is were there people there when this happened?
There were only about roughly 4 people there, and two of them are mildly injured. Two of them are missing.
Mm, that is concerning. I say we send some guards as a search party to find the missing two.
Would you like us to try and rebuild the docks with something stronger?
No, I believe the docks are far gone in that mist.
Yes. Understood. Bows again and then leaves. And your day kind of goes through normally, and then you know, a couple weeks go by. One of the missing people is found. The other person is presumed dead. There's
Mm,
always a few more missing reports as the days go by, and then there is one particularly stormy day. Um, it's been stormy before in your kingdom, but nothing like this. Winds and rain and thunder like you've never seen before. And then the ground of the castle, like your throne room, uh, begins to shake. And as
dang.
you step back, as you stand near your throne, basically this is where you are on your throne, and what you see is a giant um kraken bursts through the ground of your castle. Um with these two water elementals, which is what the W and H things are that you see here.
Mm,
Um and this kraken, you know that krakens don't speak with actual like their mouth. They speak telepathically to people. And you hear in your head, you hear this kraken who basically you now understand as the mist kind of has come closer. You see the kraken. Uh, you hear it in your head. You are the queen of this royal kingdom, and now, just like the rest of your kingdom, you will fall. Um, and this kraken gets ready to fight you.
okay.
So, yeah, roll initiative. Yeah, you see the kraken, which is actually the creature that is going to go first in this battle. Um, so yeah, it's going to swing two tentacles at you.
Mm,
So let's see. Oof. All right. So the first attack is a 31 to hit, which I do believe hits.
yeah, obviously.
26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, okay.
And as you get like whipped, you kind of like stagger back a bit, and the other tentacle was going to like try and grab you, but what ended up happening is that that tentacle ended up hitting the tentacle that hit you in the face. It rolled a nat
Mm,
1.
dang.
Yeah. So that nat 1 will definitely fail, and so that means that it's going to hurt itself. It is your turn.
Okay. I'd like to cast second level divine smite.
Okay. Remind me what Divine Smite does.
Um, the target takes an extra 2d8 radiant damage from the attack. The damage decreases by 1d8. No, the damage increases by 1d8 if the target is a fiend or undead.
Okay.
So I think I attack normally and then add that.
Yes, it is not fiend or undead, so it will just be 2d8.
Okay, let's see if I hit. Gonna use my vicious greatsword.
Go for it.
How does a 27 feel?
27 hits.
Sweet. So that's 14 plus. 1 second. $13, so that's 27 as well.
Nice. Yeah, you cut into him. For 27 damage. Is that the end of your turn?
I believe so.
Alright. After that is going to be these water elementals. This one is going to move over here. Is going to try and do some slam attacks. One of those is a 14.
A 14. That misses.
Okay, and then the other is a 22.
22, that hits.
Okay. Yeah, so you get the water kind of like slams across the side of your face for a total of 9 points of bludgeoning damage. This other one also is gonna do the same thing. 17.
Hits.
Okay. This and this. So that's another 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And then
Dang.
an 11 to hit.
Misses.
Alright. It is now back to Kraken. So I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity save for me.
Dexterity. 15.
That is going to be a failure.
Damn.
You see a lightning strike smack down on, like, zap you from, like, the clouds that are coming around. And you are going to be dealt 19 lightning damage.
Damn.
Yeah, as you get zapped from the sky. It is now your turn again.
I'd like to cast. I'm gonna do, because I am getting absolutely wrecked. Am I allowed to swear?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Okay, good. I'd like to cast a 4th level prayer of healing.
Alright, cool. Do whatever that does.
48 of health.
Cool.
I got 22 health.
Nice.
Am I allowed to, like, call for backup? Like, where are my guards?
It does seem like the castle has kind of been disconnected in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting. You are the first person to mention the idea of guards.
Well, yeah, because, like, where the hell are they? I'm getting, like, demolished right here. And where are they? I'm sure they'll come eventually. I mean, like, a giant-ass tentacle monster. Just chilling. But I believe... Yeah, because I absolutely sucked at giving myself possession, so I don't have any healing potions. So I'm gonna just... Actually, no, if I move, it would be,
Yeah, it would be attack
Opportunity attack.
from all three of them, yes.
Yeah, that would absolutely kill me instantly. So I'm just gonna stay right here, I guess. And that is it.
Cool, so the water elementals are gonna do their slam attacks again. Alright, so, one of those, let's see. We have a 12.
12 does not hit.
Okay. We have a 17.
That hits.
Another 12.
That does not hit.
And then a nat 20.
Oh yeah, I wonder if that hits.
Yep.
No, I'm being sarcastic. It does hit.
Yep. So let's see, this is the regular attack. It's gonna be 8 points of bludgeoning.
It's not that bad compared to everything else.
And then the nat 20 is 16 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, that is pretty bad.
Then the Kraken.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Kraken's gonna do another, this time with another tentacle trying to grab you. That is a 29 to hit.
Oh wow. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, so grabs you. You can try and make a dex save.
Let's see. That's a 9. I don't think that hits.
No, you are grappled. I'm also gonna have you make another dex save.
Damn, this dice sucks. I got a 9 again.
You are, so yeah, you are grabbed by the creature and then flung over here. So you are no longer grappled. But you are flung to the ground over there. And you take... Like, as you hit the ground, kind of with like a thud, you take 19 bludgeoning.
Dang.
You kind of just hit the ground. And you are knocked. You are now under the prone condition.
Okay.
But if it is your turn now, whenever you are prone, you can just use half of your movement to get up. Like, that's how prone.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Great, you're up. Would you like to explain what, like, just explain what banishment is?
One creature that you can see within range must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be transported to a harmless demi-plane for the duration. While there, the target has the incapacitated condition. When the spell ends, the target reappears in the space it left, or in the nearest occupied space if that space is occupied.
So yeah, let's see if the Kraken saves.
Alright.
Ooh,
The
alright.
save is 17.
That is going to
Charisma.
be... So it rolled a 16 plus 5. That is definitely... That's a 21.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes my level 5.
You try to banish it. Kraken is still there.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
So this is the throne room, right?
It is a throne room, yes.
I can imagine some throne rooms might have, like, treasure or items piled up.
Yes.
Is there any I can see?
Yeah, give me a free just perception check.
19.
19. Yeah, there are like 3 gold chests.
Okay. If I move, I might be opportunity attacked, right?
Not right now, no.
Okay, then I'd like... Where are the 3 gold chests located?
I would say probably like right here.
Alright, then I'll move over there.
Okay. Yeah, so you
'Cause
see
I
them.
need some, like, healing potions or something.
Yeah, they're right around here. Do you want
Okay.
to investigate one of them to find a potion?
Yes, please.
Alright, yeah, you can investigate the middle one.
Alright, let me roll for investigation. Oh, 18.
Nice. You get 3 greater healing potions. So the water elementals are going to move. This one's gonna go here. And this one's gonna go over here. Gonna try and do some slam attacks. One of those is a 10. That's another 10. That misses. That's a dirty 20 that will hit.
Yep.
And that's a 12. Alright, so only one of these attacks hits. For a total of 10 bludgeoning.
Okay.
The Kraken, I'm gonna need, yeah, so another attack, another tentacle comes at you. Actually, make sure that he can reach from where he is. I believe he can. Yeah, he can. He's a big guy. That's gonna be a 27.
Alright, that hits.
I'm gonna need another dex save.
12.
12 fails. You are grabbed by him. And then, so you take a total of 21 bludgeoning.
Damn.
Huh?
I said, damn, I'm almost dead.
As you are grabbed by the Kraken, you see him raise you above his mouth. I'm gonna need another dex save.
Alright. So how about a 4? Does that make it?
No. Let's see. You are dropped. And you take 6 points, actually no, 16 points of piercing damage.
So, I'm on death saving throw now.
16?
Yeah. I had 9 health.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm dead. Well, not dead yet.
Right. Yeah, you are taken into the mouth. Here's what I'll say. There are two options to take in this venture, which is you can
Okay.
either... What I'm going to allow you to do, because this is how, like, you can roll your save.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically your save allows you to get out. But this is the interesting part. You see, even if you save all 3 times, you're still inside of a stomach of a kraken.
Yeah.
So the only thing that will really get you out of this situation is going to be if any of the 3 times that you try to save, if one of those is a nat 20.
I mean, I can try.
You can certainly try.
Alright, so I start rolling?
Yeah.
Alright, that was a 16.
16, that is one save, but not a nat
Yep.
20.
Yep, you want me to roll again?
Yep, go for it.
That is another save, it was a 10.
Alright.
And 18.
So you do stabilize inside of this stomach, but you're still unconscious in a sense. And then kind of like the last thing you do see is kind of like the stomach acid of the creature envelop you.
Fatality.
And you would normally, if you had any, damage left, you would take, let's see, 11 points of acid damage.
Dang.
So yeah, your body is devoured by this beast. Is there any last thought in your mind before you die?
I hope somebody can come along and kill this thing.
That is your final thought. The Kraken swallows and then goes out. And basically what ends up happening, to kind of explain how your kingdom does in fact fall, is that the kingdom of Silver Mist is engulfed over the next, in fact, few days by the mist as the Kraken devours more and more people, devouring the entire kingdom, and eventually going to devour many other kingdoms. You're
Rest in peace, I guess.
you're not sure if any of the kingdoms do eventually defeat the Kraken, but you have fun.
I had lots of fun. You
Yeah.
know what's really funny?
What?
The movie I was talking about. I think, okay, so I never fully watched it. I think it was like either a movie or series, but legit in like the first episode, one of the monsters from the mist was like a tentacle octopus creature.
Hmm.
I'm not even joking you. That's why I was like, wow, did he watch this?
I don't even know what movie you're talking about.
It's legit called The Mist.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for watching The Mist. Uh, no, thank you guys so much for watching the final episode of How Kingdoms Fall. The end results, I was tallying up. People might have seen throughout the episodes that at the end of the episode there would be a little bit of a marker. You see, what I liked to do is see, we had 4 episodes, so there was a possibility of a tie between whether, the players won or the DM won. In this scenario, I won. I ended up um, killing 3 out of the 4 kings.
Dang.
Um, got our 2 queens are dead and one of our kings is dead, and the only king that ended up surviving was my friend Levi's king.
I know, just fine. Have a good day.
Great. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time on Lore Keep.